welcome back to Knitting with Metal. This is the 40th episode, which is really good. It kind of loses track because I started doing 2 a week instead of 1 a week. I'm not sure when. So anywhere between 40 and 20 weeks, give or take. But it's still cool. Anyways, let us begin with opening up chat. Hello, chat. And inviting people. Now, I have greatly, slowed down on, the invites of friends, because they should be getting notified. Let me know if you aren't. But I am trying to get more people that I don't know, I guess, is the correct term, because, like, if they don't know me, then, you know, they might, they'll spread it to people who also don't know me, whereas friends, a lot of the time, have friends of mine, so it's all getting kind of circled into a just a loop. All right. Cool. So now we are going to invite groups. So let me make sure that this, yep, episode 40. It's crazy. I didn't think I would make it to 40 episodes. I didn't think I would have enough ideas to make it to that point with this particular subject. So, hello everyone, here's my latest knitting with metal episode. We hit hope to see you all there. And then we are copying and posting. I need to find some new groups so that that will tolerate this kind of posting. That is, because I'm sure I've gotten most of the people from these groups that will follow me to follow me, so I'm honestly not sure whether or not keeping up with these groups will benefit, make more people come, but we'll see. Like I said, I need to find some other groups to be able to share to, so that I can actually. Alright, cool. We are on time. For once. This is probably the first time in a while that I actually, at least for the past 2 weeks, that I've actually stopped sharing on time. I think it's because I keep trying to do the tags with the Twitter, and I don't have, like, just tags on hand. I really need to just make a tag memo of, like, okay, this is chainmail, blah, 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 and then just copy and paste it. So, we have almost 4 strands of the Byzantine Mobius ball pattern. Almost 4 strands. We need 6, so we still got a bit of a ways to go. But this is a decent amount. What did we stop off on? We stopped off on a Byzantine, so we need to do a Mobius ball. So, for everyone just coming on, welcome. This is Knitting with Metal. We do chainmail, sometimes jewelry, sometimes oddities like candle holders or this cage. There we go. Alright. So, again, if you guys are new, Mobius balls are fairly simple. It's literally just closed rings that we keep layering in. So, closed ring, then take another ring and slap it on there, close it up. Another one. Now you'll want to make sure that you don't flip this particular pattern, because if you do, you end up ruining the ball, and it just comes out not good. After about 4 or 5, you're going to have to open up the ring a little bit just to get it in there, because now you're trying to put it into 4 or 5 other rings. So how's everyone doing tonight? Hopefully good. Feel free to chit-chat down in the comments section or the live chat, whichever one. I do try to put these on YouTube the day after they happen, just for people who didn't get to see it. It also increases my ability to put out videos, and you know, that's all YouTube cares about, is whether or not you're pumping out videos. So, okay, YouTube. Now this live was supposed to happen yesterday, but unfortunately I was driving fairly late and I could not stop. So, instead of doing it at 11 11:30 last night. I am doing it tonight. So, surprise! And it's my 40th episode. And it's, I'm not entirely sure how to feel about it. Because again, I lost track because I started doing, instead of one 1 hour episode a week, I'm now doing 2 30-minute episodes a week. So, I don't know how to calculate exactly how much time we've done this episode, but it's cool nonetheless. So how is everyone's week doing? Hopefully good. I'm actually on the way back home, which that's great. I think this is the last one that can fit into here. And then we're going to switch to a zoomed in version. Yeah. So that's the Mobius ball. I like these because they move. So they freely spin and whatnot. We're just going to attach that to the end of this pattern. And then we're going to do a Byzantine. And I'm going to zoom in a bit so that you guys can see what I'm doing a little bit better. But yeah, so it's been a fairly good week. Byzantine is literally just a bunch of 2-2-2 pattern, but you kind of flip them at a certain point. I think it's like after the third set of 2. That fourth set you flip. I'll show you guys. Right now I'm closing off 4 rings so that I can just take those 4 rings and put them onto 1. That makes it a little bit easy. And you take another one and put it through those 4 as well. And then you get 3 sets of 2. And this is where we're going to slap on a ring on the bottom here to mark out that this is the bottom. Alright, and then we're going to take the 2 that are on top, flip them to the sides, then open up the middle, and then put a ring through the two outside rings like that. I'm going to close that off and then put another one, because it's all twos, so you need to make sure that you keep them as twos. And then we're going to put another two onto those to continue the chain. This is just a I really like this pattern, the Byzantine pattern. It looks really nice. It is really tight, and it's very dynamic. You can use it for a lot of things, and it makes everything look really cool. It just gives a lot of movement to a piece that might just be plain otherwise. So now we have another two onto the one that we just put on. We're going to flip those. So you're flipping the top one again, opening up, and then putting one through the ends again. And that's the Byzantine. I do love this pattern, but of course, I think once we're done with this cage, I'm gonna switch over to another pattern, just because I'm sure that anyone that's been watching will be a little bored of this pattern. And I get it. It's once you have the pattern down, it's kind of easy. So now we're just putting it on to the actual chain. I think this is now long enough. So I actually straighten that out. Okay. I think this is the length. Yep, it is. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Excellent. So we are done with 4 out of 6. I mean, I've been getting about 1 done per episode, so almost 2 a week. It's not bad. So again, we're starting off with the Byzantine pattern. Hopefully you all are enjoying it. If you are, do all that stuff. Down, subscribe, like, comment. I'd really love comments. Like, I very rarely get any type of comments, and any comments that I do get are really weird from, like, bot-like entities. Like, boost your YouTube 5,000 million subscribers. Like, no, thank you. I don't care if you actually can. I highly doubt that those are actual people. And I would rather have actual people watching my videos than 5 million bots that aren't even looking. So, yeah, I much rather real people. I get a few comments. Not as much as I'd like, but, you know. That's why I kind of like the live streams, because sometimes, someone comes on and they're chit-chatty, and that is good. Because then I'm not just rambling to myself, like I am now. And then you guys don't think that I'm crazy. And leave. It's amazing how many times that happens. But yeah, so we are a good 2/3 of the way done with this project. We have 2 more strands, which I'm starting the 5th one. So this is the start of the 5th one. And then we have a circle that we need to make for the bottom of the canister. And that's going to make the cage that is going to hold the torch. Well, the propane tank for the torch. Just because I've been having a lot of trouble with it just falling over and just being very unwieldy. So this is hopefully going to help, because I can just hang it up and then it'll just move where I need it to move, and I don't have to worry about it falling over and getting damaged. Because I don't want to explode. So right now we are making the Byzantine pattern. We are starting on the 5th strand. So we've got 4 strands done, which is, awesome. I've definitely seen an increase in my speed in particular. Hello. Just because, of doing this for X amount of weeks. I don't even know how long I've been doing this project so far, but gotten pretty good. So yeah, there's the Byzantine. We've got, like I said, we've got 4 strands done. So these are all 4 strands. We're working on the 5th right now. And hello, if you are just coming in, welcome. This is Knitting with Metal. We do chainmail stuff. I named it Knitting with Metal because, knitting and chainmail both use patterns and take a fairly long time. So, I felt it appropriate. Right now we're making a Mobius ball. Which is just layered rings. Fairly simple. So how's everyone doing tonight? Hopefully good. Have you guys been seeing the humongous moons lately? It's crazy. I've been driving along and just like see this planet in front of me. Oh, okay. You're a moon. I've been wanting to bring out my telescope for Mars, because that's been fairly close. I think it's like the closest that it's ever going to be in like 25 years or something like that. Like the next time it's going to be as close will be 25 years from now. But I just haven't had any good nights. On top of being a bit busy, but yeah, so it just has not been good times for Pat. With trying to do that at least. I used to do that a lot when I was a kid, but being an adult kind of makes it really hard when you have like adult things to do in the morning, to like go out and at like midnight or 2 in the morning trying to like see something. I still try to catch eclipses and stuff like that. Those are really cool. Hello everyone. If you're just coming on, we are knitting with metal. So, we do chainmail. Do chainmail jewelry, a lot of just different things. Like this is, we're doing a metal cage for a propane tank, and that's so that it can sit and, can I put one more in here? I might be able to put one more in there. So it can sit and swing without getting knocked down. So. And we are getting down to under 10 minutes left. So, if anyone wants to say anything, now is the time. Well, before was the time as well, but Excellent. So there's another Mobius ball down. Just gonna slap this on, and we'll see if I can do 6 minutes to do a Byzantine pattern. That's gonna be tough, especially if that wasn't gonna cooperate with me. But yeah, so basically what I'm doing a chain link cage to put my propane tank in, so that it doesn't fall over while I'm using my torch. We've got 4 chains so far, 4 chain links, and we are making the 5th one right now. I'm planning on doing 6. And then once the 6 are done, we will be attaching them to a circle, So we're going to make a circle of chainmail and attach it at like 6 points so that, you know, they go up the propane tank. And then I'm probably going to have to attach like little Byzantine fixtures throughout so that it stays together. So the start of the Byzantine. But yeah, that's what we're doing right now. Like I said, I think after this project, I'm gonna step away from the Byzantine pattern and the Mobius ball pattern and go into like another, like a Persian or something. You know, making something else, because I'm sure that you guys have gotten a little sick of the Byzantine pattern, because I know I have. And I'm the one making it. And that's bad. But yeah. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully you guys are enjoying yourselves. I try to be as entertaining as possible, but because this is live, sometimes I go flat. And, that's alright. That happens to the best of them. It's actually really hard to talk for an extended period of time. That's why I ended up doing, instead of the hour-long, these 30-minute long stints. Because it's a lot easier, because I think after like 40 to 45 minutes of me talking, I completely didn't know what to talk about. And there's only so much of put the ring into the other ring and close the ring that you guys can take, I'm sure. I mean, I try to be as instructional as I can be, but sometimes it's a little repetitive. And I get that. So I try to, talk about other things. We were just talking about planets. Or the moon? Something like that. Both. So. And of course, anyone can jump in and chat and say hello or ask a question. And of course, if you are watching this on YouTube, hello, and, put down a comment. I'm trying to get people to vote on what they would like to name the new torch. Still haven't gotten any responses, but, that's alright. I have a backup name, just in case. So we finished that Byzantine, and now I'm starting on this Mobius ball, but I don't think I'm going to be able to finish it, which is upsetting. But that's the way the news goes sometimes. But I hope that you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit that like button. And if you really liked it, hit the subscribe button and the bell so then you'll get notified whenever I put out a video. I do 3 videos a week. Two of them are the Knitting with Metal series, and then one of them is the Pendragon's Twisted Metals series, which is all jewelry. So if you're into chainmail, metalworking, or jewelry, then that's definitely for you. And of course, hopefully I see you all next episode, or next week, depending on next episode, which is Sunday. Yeah. So hopefully I see you all in the next episode. And I guess have a wonderful evening.